Hey, I'm Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to take you along with me while I do my makeup. I'm going to talk about all of the books that I read last week, give you an update on my page total count, and let you know what I'm going to try to get to read this week. It's Wednesday today. I am getting ready to film all day. I have a lot of Vlogmas videos I have to catch up on. So I thought it'd be great to sit down and do my makeup with you all. I have most of my base on. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Clinique Pansy Pop blush. I really enjoy it. It's a lavender. Looks good on my skin tone. I started my Vlogmas posting schedule on Tuesday. I started on Tuesday, December 3rd, and I did that because Tuesday is my normal posting schedule on YouTube, and I had been planning for a few weeks this 21 video strategy, which is what I'm working on right now. I'd been working on it and originally thought I would launch with Vlogmas and go live December 1, and with Thanksgiving and travel, I just needed a couple extra days to get myself together, and I'm really glad that I took it. So all of these reading totals are thinking about I'm reading, but I'm also spending a lot more time every single day on YouTube. I had my first video ready to go live last Tuesday, but on Tuesday I was then working on Wednesday's video and so on and so forth. I also had a really big filming day last week, which was really good for me and for my Vlogmas content, but I can definitely see that in my reading totals that are reflected. So last Tuesday, starting off with the 3rd of December, and I'm going to go in, I've been doing this like mauve-y red smoky eye, so I'm going to go in with this shade Hot Mess down here. And then I'll go in with this lighter pink, which is Off Balance. Back to reading. I was in the middle of my Fallen Crest University read, so I've been reading the Fallen Crest books in anticipation for Tejan, who is the author, to release the last book in the Fallen Crest series. So Fallen Crest University is the 5th book. I am churning along with my reread, thankfully. The book that's coming out is the 9th. So I ended up finishing 81 pages of Fallen Crest University, and most of that was done in the morning. I love reading in the morning. I've become the type of person that makes sure I pick up my Kindle before I pick up my phone, and it's been really great for my mental health and also just my reading totals in general. And then I noticed that if I start the day with a book that I want to read, it kind of inspires me to finish stuff up quicker so I can get back to the book in question. So that's been really good for me as well. I don't read as much at night because I get tired, but when I can sneak some night reading in, I'm always really happy. I woke up on Tuesday knowing that I was having a big filming day, and I just kind of like got out of bed early. I was up early, so I started reading early. And I finally dug into Caught Up by Liz Tomford. Ooh, okay, so this one has been on my Kindle for months. I've started it quite a few times, but couldn't find myself having the inspiration to actually like churn through it. And finally, my friend Carly was like, I really liked it. It was good. I was like, okay. She was reading the 4th. I was like, this is the perfect time for me to churn through this, even though if you've been watching my content, you know the things that I've given myself to read in December, like so much, so many things. So I don't know why I just jumped into a regular contemporary romance novel, but I did, and I ended up reading 191 pages of Caught Up, and then I did read 10 pages of Shadow and Bone because I told myself I wanted to start instituting the 10-page rule with that book, and I still haven't. I have actually officially decided that this is a current DNF for me, and I don't know how I feel about that. I think I would like it, but I just think I just hit it at a wrong time for me. Back to the eyes. I'm going to finish off with a little bit of, I have like a pink shimmer. I like to go in the center and like halo my shadow a little bit. And then on my pointer finger, I have a bunch of this, it's called Supermoon. It's this chunky, oh, it's not even on my pointer, it was on my index, on my middle finger. Just put a little chunky highlight on my inner corners. And I like this for an everyday, I do. I like chunky glitter in my everyday looks. It's kind of my thing. I'm into it. So Wednesday was a big reading day for me. I ended up reading 201 pages that day. Like I said, mostly in the morning, and I read Shadow and Bone at night, and I read the 10 pages I told myself I was going to read and said, that's it. just was not hooking me. Usually my 10-page rule is arbitrary because I get hooked into a story, but for some reason, that's not happening with Shadow and Bone right now. Thursday was my big film day. I did not continue Shadow and Bone, but I did get to 52 pages of Caught Up, and I read that mostly in the morning. And then Friday, I found myself being a little busy as well, and I only finished 40 pages of Caught Up. Just doing some eyeliner. I love to do a little bit of a wing with my eyeliner. I usually use the Kat Von D liner, and I can't find it. I lost it a while ago. So I've just been using what I have. Not the same. Absolutely not the same. After I apply a layer of mascara, I like to go with whatever utensil I have in front of me and just kind of push my lashes up before I do my next coat. So on Saturday, my partner and I had a really great day. We were very productive. We got up early, went to Chick-fil-A for breakfast, ate there, and then we got around and did all of our errands for the weekend. And so by the time I got home, I was in the productive mood, and I just wanted to keep going with YouTube stuff. I edited and got up my Saturday vlog. I got my Sunday one edited and scheduled, and then I almost finished my Monday one as well. So that was feeling really good, but spending so much time living in that space, I definitely didn't read as much as I would have liked. I ended up only reading 25 pages on Saturday, and I read those in Caught Up. And then Sunday, I was scheduled to sit down and film another Fall in Love with Football challenge video, but I just wasn't there for it. I just needed a little break. So what I did instead was dedicate the day to doing a lot of reading, and I did end up finishing Caught Up. I had 76. Yes, I had 76 pages left in that one, and then I did continue on Sunday. I'm in a spot where in the Tejan Fallen Crest series, in the reread that I'm working on, I'm at the novella, and there's a partner standalone novel for one of the brothers. So I started that on Sunday. That is Logan Cade, and I read 20 pages on Sunday, which left my daily total there to be 96 pages for Sunday. Oh, I realized I didn't do my brows. And then Monday, I woke up and it was really warm here. So I thought it was the perfect day to load up Roman in his stroller and take him on like a longer walk and stroll. We're really lucky that our apartment backs up to a nature trail that is miles and miles of, there's people bike. I did my training for my marathon there, but I just love to be able to get outside with him, especially when the weather permits. So while I did that, I decided to listen to an audiobook. I had the last of the Amazon Christmas stories, the short stories under the Mistletoe collection, and I finished Only Santa's in the Building by Alexis Daria. It was so cute. Like, I loved it, and I really actually loved listening to it. I listened to about 45 minutes of it while we were on our walk, and then I caught the last like 25 minutes. I was like, no, I want to keep listening. I like this story, but I'm finding myself not wanting to pick it up and read it. Now that I've listened to it, I kind of want to continue to listen to it. So let me know, audiobook listeners, because I'm really not. This is only the second audiobook I've listened to. And thinking about it, the only audiobooks I've listened to are novellas, so very short stories. A lot of the times I'm finishing them in one day, like I did with this one. It was only 65 pages, so that's a normal day. What do you like listening? So, audiobook listeners, do you like listening to the audiobook and then picking up the book and reading it as well? Do you need to start reading it first? And then if you listen, you can go back and read it? Because I think that's how I would be. I would want to do the world building myself. But now thinking, this is why we have conscious stream of conscious thoughts. Thinking about that through, I often complain that the first 30% of books are the hardest parts of me to get through. So if I was listening to the first 30%, would it be easier for me? Answered my own question. I don't think so, because I don't think I pay enough attention with audiobooks. I think that would be my struggle. I wouldn't be able to actually build the world in my head as well as I do when I read a story, because I'm just kind of listening to things somebody tells me. And let's be real, think about how much content you consume of other people telling you things. Sometimes it just doesn't hit. So those are my stream of conscious audiobook thoughts. I listened to a whole audiobook last Monday, or on Monday rather. I also read literally 2 chapters of Logan Cade that night. They were very short chapters. I read 12 pages. So my reading total for Monday was 77 pages. That gets me to my weekly reading total, which was 476 pages. I mentioned earlier, yeah, that feels just like a little low to me, but I was doing a bunch of stuff last week and this week, so my reading totals are just going to be a little lower. I will talk about what I read yesterday, just because I started the 7-Year Slip in the morning and I finished up 60 pages of it in one sitting. It's so good. I'm really going to enjoy this one. I even told myself I was going to read 1 chapter last night and I was tired, and I still even read 2. So I'm definitely enjoying this book. I ended up reading 80, I ended up reading, oh, that's funny. I ended up reading 81 pages of The 7-Year Slip yesterday, and then I did end up reading 82 pages of Logan Cade, which was a daily Tuesday total of 163 pages. So, not too bad. Not too bad at all. So things I'm still reading right now, The 7-Year Slip. Really enjoying that, like I mentioned. I'm wondering where they're gonna take us. I can definitely see the heartbreaking aspects of this story, and I definitely think I'm gonna cry. I'm also still reading Logan Cade. I am in the I got to the 68% mark, so probably one or two more reading sessions of that and then I will be done. I also have Light Lark. I got it from Libby. I got it a couple days ago, a few days ago now actually at this point. So I probably have about 9 days left to read it. I don't think I'll have any problem reading it in that time, but I do want to make sure I start that tonight or tomorrow so I can, you know, get it. And now I entered the waiting list and I was the only person waiting for it, and I was kind of shocked. And then when I went on Libby last week, I saw that there were like 14 other people behind me. So now I am just feeling that pressure and feeling like I want to make sure I finish this copy so we can get it to its next reader. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this chatty, a little chaotic, what I read in a week. I hope you have a great day.